you, contestant H. This oratorical contest has grown to a program of nine school contest. And this is really a tribute to the gentleman that has been working on it with the Optimist Club. He's worked on it for something like 15 years at all levels, both the club level, the district level, the zone level, the area level, and he's done a wonderful job. We now have named the program within our own organization the Ed May Oratorical Competition, and it's a tribute to Ed May that he's done such a great job with this. We're very pleased with this, and we're glad that we've been able to take it from one school up to 9 schools altogether. I see that the judges are all ready, so if contestant I would please come forward.
How my optimism helps me overcome obstacles. If I'm positive, I feel like I can do or be anything. No matter if it's in a sports game or just life, you should always be optimistic. Last year, my family went through 2 main challenges. First, my grandfather passed away. This was very hard for us. I remember hearing the news like it was yesterday. I was having a friend sleepover, and my mom woke us up early, cooked us breakfast, and drove my friend home. She acted like nothing was wrong. On the way home from my friend's house, I asked my mom why did my friend have to leave so early. She replied by saying, "We're just going to spend some time with Dad." That was the last thing I wanted to hear, even though I didn't really know what it meant. I was breezing through my mind, thinking of all the possible things that could have been wrong. Nothing really rang a bell. When we got home, I heard my mom say to my dad, "Should we tell them now?" "I guess," he replied. My parents sat us down on the couch and told us the news. I remember their exact words. "Guys, at 4 o'clock this morning, we got a call from Venezuela, where my grandparents live, and your grandfather has passed away." At first, I was shocked. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I thought they were kidding, but then it hit me. This wasn't a joke or anything like that. This was real, and it really happened. Everyone in my family started bursting out crying. My dad was trying to be strong for us, but I couldn't imagine how he felt. I don't know if I could carry on my life normally without my father, but he did. See, my dad's parents got divorced when he was younger, but both of them remarried, so that was even harder on him, because my grandfather was his real dad, not his stepdad, but his real dad. A few days after my grandfather's passing, my dad went to Venezuela to help my grandma. Of course, during the days he was gone, we cried. We got cards, cookies, and gift baskets. We had family and friends who really cared about us. And no, they wouldn't fulfill my grandfather himself, but it felt good to know that we still had someone important to lead to. For the next few weeks, we were sad and still sad. I cried at home and even at school. There were so many things I wanted to say to him. I wanted to hug him. I wanted to, be with him. After those months, I realized that he may not be with us in person, but he's with us in spirit. So far, we have carried on from his passing. It's still sad to think back, but it's good to know that he's in a better place. After about 2 weeks, tragedy strikes again. We had already come home from school, and we were sitting at our kitchen table doing our homework, when we got a call from my dad's cell phone. My mom answered it. Tears started welling in her eyes, and she walked out of the room, but she was still on the phone. She came back to the room, and her face was as bright as a tomato. We kept asking what's wrong, but she wouldn't tell us. Seriously, I thought, I had just really recovered from my grandfather, and now this, whatever it is, I feel so bad for Dad, I said to my brothers. He's gone through a lot, and this is just going to add to his stress. My dad came home, and he was carrying a big brown box with all of his office stuff in it. I pretty much knew what that meant. Dad lost his job today. He came inside, and I asked him what's in the box. He replied by saying, "Well, Annie, I'm not working for E-Trade anymore." That night at the dinner table was quiet. Then Dad said, "Hey guys, guess what? Now that I'm not working, I'll be able to spend a lot more time with you guys." I said, "Great." So for Christmas, we're going to see my other grandparents. They live in Missouri. To Missouri, it's a 14-hour car drive, so I guess it was great family time, but I'll admit that sometimes in the car, it got pretty intense between me and my brothers. I knew that a new year was coming, and that I should hope for the best, and that really paid off, because in the middle of our car drive, Dad got a call from a job interview. He got the job. He got the call on December 23rd. Some people may have called it a Christmas miracle, but I think it all happened because of optimism. Throughout the whole year, it seemed like bad things happened, but I was optimistic, and look what else happened. It was great. When you got that news, I noticed that no matter what, I should always be optimistic. Because if you are, then things turn out pretty good. On the other side, in my situation, if I wasn't optimistic, I would have had a lot more trouble. I'll just end this by saying that I'm optimistic. Are you?
Thank you, contestant I.